Welcome to this explainer. Okay, get this. Did you know that over 570 court cases are prosecuted every single day right here in Hillsborough County? It's wild. Today, we're taking that massive, kind of intimidating bureaucratic system and we're going to turn it into a totally accessible, empowering skill for you. We're going to show you exactly how to look up court cases like an absolute pro.
So let's dive right in. To really grasp why this matters so much, you've got to look at this massive number on your screen, 208,000. That's the total number of cases prosecuted every single year in Hillsborough County, Florida. I mean, that's like a whole city's worth of cases. If you live, work, or do any business in this county, those aren't just abstract numbers. They represent the actual people and businesses all around us.
And when we actually break that massive volume down, wow. Civil matters completely dominate the landscape at nearly 148,000 cases. Criminal, family, and probate make up the rest of the pie. So when you see that, it becomes incredibly clear why knowing how to look up someone's legal history is such a crucial life skill around here. Whether you're, vetting a contractor who seems a little untrustworthy, checking out a potential business partner, or screening a new tenant, this is stuff you absolutely need to know how to do. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, welcome to the court system. 2, navigating the Hover digital portal. 3, real-world record search scenarios. 4, overcoming common search challenges. 5, in-person and alternative methods. And 6, key takeaways and final tips. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Welcome to the Court System, Understanding the Judicial Landscape. So before you can search for anything, you really need to know that Hillsborough County divides its cases into 2 totally distinct levels. On one side, you've got the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. This is where the heavy lifting happens, right? High-stakes felonies, complex juvenile and probate cases, and major civil lawsuits over $50,000. But then, on the flip side, we have the county courts. That's your everyday legal arena. We're talking misdemeanors, traffic tickets, small claims, and civil disputes under $50,000. Knowing which court handles what, that is literally your first step to finding the right record. Moving right along to Section 2, navigating the Hover digital portal, your digital gateway to court records. All right, enter Hover. This stands for the Hillsborough Online Viewing of Electronic Record System. Now, the key takeaway here is that this isn't just some basic internet directory. Not at all. Hover is a seriously robust platform authorized directly by the Florida Supreme Court. It does this really beautiful job of balancing public transparency with strict statutory privacy protections. Basically, it lets you view actual non-confidential case documents and progress dockets right from your couch. And honestly, using it is a total breeze. Step 1, you just register for a free online account. Step 2, you carefully put in your search criteria. You really don't even need that much info to get started. A name, a case number, or even just a traffic citation number works perfectly. Then, Step 3, you just start browsing those progress dockets and checking out the scanned images of non-confidential documents. It really is that easy to access. Okay, Section 3, real-world record search scenarios. Let's put your search skills to the test. Now, when you first pull up a uniform case number in the system, you're going to see a jumble of letters and numbers. Don't let that intimidate you. Look at these localized prefix codes we've highlighted. They basically act like a secret decoder ring. CA tells you right away it's a circuit civil case. CC means county civil. CF is for circuit criminal felonies, and DR means domestic relations or family law. So just by glancing at those couple of letters, you instantly know the scale and the stakes of the case you're looking at. Let's put this into a real-world scenario. Imagine you're a landlord trying to vet a potential tenant. Or hey, maybe you're hiring a local contractor for your kitchen, and you want to make sure they aren't, constantly getting sued. You want to see if they have any history of evictions or small claims disputes under $50,000. Well, for that, you'd zero right in on those CC or county civil records inside the Hover database. It cuts straight through the noise and gets you directly to those crucial financial disputes. But what if you aren't looking for a lawsuit at all? Like, what if you just need to establish a property's lien priority, find an old real estate deed, or look up a marriage license? Well, in that case, you'd actually skip Hover entirely. Instead, you're going to head over to the clerk's separate official records database. It's a massive, totally different archive that holds millions of historical documents dating all the way back to August 1964. Talk about a time machine. Next up, Section 4, Overcoming Common Search Challenges, Navigating Errors and Restrictions. All right, so this is probably the most common roadblock of them all. You know what case exists, you plug the name or the number in, and absolutely nothing. Just a super frustrating case not found error glaring back at you. It can literally make you want to pull your hair out. But don't give up just yet, because there's actually a very logical, systemic explanation for why this happens. First off, always double-check for a typo in your case number. We all do it. But if you're sure it's correct, you've almost certainly hit a restricted file. Florida law strictly prohibits the public digital viewing of highly sensitive cases. We're talking sealed records, juvenile delinquency, adoptions, things like that. The system protects people's privacy by just pretending the case doesn't even exist on the public portal. Pretty clever, right? On top of that, if you request to view a specific physical file that hasn't been reviewed by the clerks recently, you're gonna trigger the redaction process. Now, redaction is basically just the legal scrubbing of sensitive personal info, stuff like social security numbers or bank account details that nobody needs to see. So the key takeaway here is just have some patience. It can take up to 4 business days for the clerk's office to manually redact a file before you are legally allowed to actually read it. Moving right along to Section 5, in-person and alternative methods, taking the physical route. So if you do end up needing to head down to the courthouses in Tampa or Plant City because your digital trail went cold, you really have to weigh the trade-offs. Doing digital searches via Hover is completely free, instant, and honestly, you can do it in your pajamas. But physical searches, those let you view massive paper archives and way older cases that simply never got digitized. The catch, of course, is that you have to travel down there, and if you want physical copies, you're paying $1 per page plus a $2 certification fee for every single document. But listen, if you decide you absolutely have to visit in person, I've got a massive time saver for you. You have to use the Clerk Express system. It's basically exactly like call-ahead seating at a super busy restaurant. You can digitally get in line, schedule future appointments, and even pre-order your paper case files so they're sitting there ready the second you walk in the door. Honestly, it is the absolute smartest way to avoid those notoriously long waits, especially if you're heading to the downtown Tampa location. And finally, Section 6, key takeaways and final tips, mastering the system. Okay, to truly research like a pro, you've got to utilize these final tips. If you ever need official documents for a legal proceeding, use the e-Certify system. It lets you buy self-validating certified records online 24/7. Second, if you are actively involved in a case yourself, absolutely sign up for the court case text messaging notifications. It's free, and it means you'll literally never miss a hearing date. Always remember to double-check those case prefixes to save yourself time. And hey, if you don't have great internet access at home, your local public library terminals are a completely free, perfect alternative for accessing Hover. So let's wrap this all up. We started by looking at that staggering number, 208,000 cases a year. But by understanding the amazing county-level transparency available right here in Hillsborough, you aren't in the dark anymore. You are now fully equipped to vet contractors, research properties, screen tenants, and just navigate your own legal journeys with total confidence. So my final question to you is, how will mastering this localized transparency empower your next big personal or business decision? And finally, before we go, please keep this one absolutely crucial disclaimer in mind. While we've given you the map to navigate all these court records, the info provided in this explainer is strictly for informational purposes only. It is absolutely not a substitute for professional legal advice, guys. Always, always consult a qualified attorney for your specific legal needs. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into the Hillsborough court system, and happy researching out there.